Falls to the ground, incomplete. Arizona runs out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Connors. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Going to look downfield again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They looking deep down the right side. It's caught. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He's looking to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get set.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Can't get him to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Sanford. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Looking left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Open spaces. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Rushes on him.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quick completion on the out. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield. They got the tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. Gets it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Crosses to 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Bust through behind his pad. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. On the run is Sanford. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. With the catch, it's Thomas. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
On the
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They feed him again. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. In the final period with a 3rd down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Play, quarterback keeps it.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Houston will be forced to punt. A low line drive and not his best work. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. That's reeled in, it's Hudson. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the catch. It's Connors. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now on 2nd down. lose the handoff. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll throw on third down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Finds his man, it's Burnett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man, it's Hudson. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Patterson.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. From inside his own 15, looking for room. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. And now this team